Hi guys, welcome to your daily reading. This reading is for Friday, November 1st, 2019. Yay, November. That being said, these readings are timeless, so I would advise you to really go based off of the titles that come through. All right, let's jump straight in, guys. I like to jump right in. So Spirit is first of all, thank you, Spirit. Amen. So Spirit is coming through, and they're giving us a little insight into somebody's life here. Now, what I'm seeing here is this is referring to, so some of you on this call have a significant other or somebody that you're thinking about. I'm seeing that this person may have shocked you in the past. Maybe it could have amounted to a tower moment, instability, whatever it is. But what I'm seeing here is Spirit is bringing us in to this person's world for a quick second, and they're seeing, and you are this cute little chicken here. Let's take a look at this chicken and this person, this other person. Notice they're dressed similarly. Right? So they're showing this coupling, this pairing. Okay, I just had like 8 sneezes in a row. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so they're acknowledging this is a relationship, but or some kind of connection. But you look at the way that you're looking at this person. It's like shocked. Like, oh my God, what is this person doing? Look at this person. They're like, this person is on something, so to speak. I'm not talking about drugs, but something that it's like they're running on some high octane energy of some, it's like almost an obsession of some sort. And here it is that I don't even know how to articulate this kind of energy. It's kind of like a fanaticism. Excuse me. It's almost like a fanaticism, being possessed almost by some thought, or what could this be? Let's draw some cards. But I feel that for some of these people who are shocking you with their behavior and the way that they're conducting themselves, I think that some of them may be on the influence of devil energy. When I say devil energy, I mean the devil card energy, which could speak about all sorts of things. It could be shadows, addictions. It could be low self-esteem, which is, basically a kind of shadow. But please, God, let's take a look and see what is it that is kind of possessing. Okay. I'm seeing that some of them are moving to some kind of higher tune. They feel, it's almost like they're not consciously controlling themselves, but they are consciously seeing themselves do these things. For a lot of them, they feel like it's the old monkey on the back. Maybe it could be compulsions. Yeah, that's the word. Could be compulsions. Sorry, I'm super sniffly after my 8 sneezes. These are compulsions that they are unable to how can I say this, work with almost. But what I'm seeing is this person's hand is over this cute little chicken right here, see? And on the one hand, no pun intended, yeah. On the one hand, it's almost like they're like saying, stay back. I can't control this thing any longer. I don't want you to get hurt. It could also mean they're reaching out to you for help, but I think it's more the former. And so I feel that some of them have finally taken a chance, are finally taking the chance, or have been recently. Yeah, there's the confirmation, 8 of Pentacles. I love this card. It's so pretty. Some of them have been working on it. They've been working hard on this. Look, it's almost like this guy went to sleep and or pretended to sleep. He feigned to go to sleep because he expected this old familiar thing, whatever, sexaholism, whatever it is, to come back and bother him during the night. But this time he was prepared with his sword, and he's like saying, stay back. So this to me confirms that there has been some kind of separation between you and this person, if this reading is for you. And I think that part of that separation is so that this person could slay their demons, so to speak. I get the death/transformation card. I'm seeing that this person is slaying their demons. They are doing their thing. They're working on it. They are making headway. But the thing about it that I'm seeing is that, notice this horse now, this horse that they're riding on as they're bringing death to the situation and healing it, is stepping over you, and you're crying. What are you crying over? It could be this lost connection. It could be whatever. And it's almost like it feels like, wait a minute, this person has forgotten me. Like, they're leaving me. Now that their life is all together, they're moving on, and they're not thinking about me or this connection or having commitment. They're not willing to wait around, whatever it is. And I'm seeing these two towers. These are the two towers in the back that also appear on the fear card. I feel that this may be fear-based thinking and not necessarily represent the truth. I think that it would really depend on the angle with which we're viewing this situation to really determine whether or not this person in their healing process is going to be leaving you behind. Now, that being said, before I got on the call and I had laid these cards, Spirit had kind of, when I laid this card, Spirit had kind of said basically something to the effect that there's going to be a surprise, like, that was it. Yeah, there's going to be a gift or reward or surprise at the end of all of this for you. And so I'm seeing this card here. Remember, whenever I pull this card, for some reason it looks, she's always like, me? Like shocked, like, what's for me? And see this star here? It's coming up. So that what that could be is that you're in your fear space, right? See the gold here? You're in your fear space and thinking that this person and this horse are stepping over you, because as he, male or female, doesn't matter, but as he heals himself and his issues, he's going to move out of resonance with you, and he's going to move on. And yeah, now some other chick is going to be having this perfectly formed man that I was wanting while he was like no good, and now he's all reformed, and like those kinds of fears. But what I'm seeing is you may not be seeing that situation correctly. They're saying there may be a little bit of time before this person makes their way back to you, but I do feel that if this is your storyline and this resonates, ask your guides, ask your angels, then I think that you might find that it's more this. See this gold, and less this fear, this gold represented by that gold, but more of a star. And then like I'm seeing him riding over to you, like that's why this card was here. And then right, so I'm feeling that you may not be viewing that situation as properly, or not properly, but as thoroughly. So maybe you're not realizing that this person is still healing, and they, yeah, I'm seeing this deception card. Let's put that here. Okay, it wants to go off camera for a sec. Okay, so they're showing that you may not be seeing the situation as clearly. This card flipped out. Where do you want to go? Okay, we'll put you there somewhere. Okay, now that being said, I feel that this guy or whoever is represented here as slaying their demons, as moving forward. See, I want you to take a look at these two cards. They're popping out right now. See? That's a 9, but it says IX. This time he was ready. He was like, I'm cutting the head of this situation. I'm seeing alcoholism. For somebody, they've been dealing with alcoholism. And I feel that they're slaying that beast big time. And I'm seeing them on this healing journey. But it could be relationship stuff. It could be whatever. Whatever this devilish energy was that you saw was possessing this person, basically. Now I'm seeing that now, look, X happened, and now he's X111, right? So there's a transition that has happened here, and that is happening. That being said, I do feel that this person is kind of now that they've dropped whatever that is, and they've kind of worked through or gotten to a place where they have made some headway. I feel that they have to relearn some things. Now they have to learn, because I'm seeing what in this Page of Cups. The Page of Cups couldn't even keep the fish in there. Like, they put the fish in there, but it's like bloop, and he's like, wait, what happened? Like, he's so new. The word neophyte comes to mind. Look at this. The Lover's card is in reverse. Okay? Now, what that tells me is that this person may think that they know about love. This person may be waxing poetic. Sorry, I have to sneeze again, so let's wait for that surprise, whatever it comes. But yeah, they may say they know about love. They may think they know about love. I'm seeing they may have even had a lot of lovers. That means nothing. Okay, I'm just here to let you know it means nothing. This person is a neophyte in a big way. They don't know. Like, God is trying to teach them about love. God has given them a practice cup. A practice Ace of Cups right there. That's not the Ace of Cups. That's a practice cup. And they're screwing that up right now too. So what is that practice cup? If it's physical and it's made manifest, this means they could be in another relationship or something that is designed to teach them some skills. And You might be more the Ace of Cups that they're not ready for, but they're learning. I'm seeing them going through training, and it's simple. Pick up this, go to the ocean, pick up a fish in a cup, and walk back over to here. But this person goes in the ocean, they pick up the fish. No sooner are they out of the water than the fish jumps right back in. They're like, huh? So, you see what I mean? They don't know how to keep a relationship. So for some of them, this may depict them after this transition. They're still healing. They may be getting into something with somebody else. They may be trying things. This is not all of them, but some of them, right? If this cup is physical and the fake cup that God gave them is the person, then they're trying, but they're not going to be able to keep that person. That person is designed to show them that they still have a ways to go. They have to learn about love and how to have love. When they're ready, I feel that, they're going to make their way back to you. They're going to be a lot more adept. Excuse me, a lot more adept at what it is that they're doing. All right, anything else, Spirit, besides me being snuffly? All right, so I see this person definitely going through their trainings. I see them learning. I see them being put through the paces. See this Sphinx here? That's their guide. Their spirit guide is watching them and training them as they're being taken through these things. Now, it's hard because for us, a lot of times we're like, dude, I'm sitting here, I'm waiting, like, what the, right? Sorry, that's a little bit of my frustration. But anyway, I'm sure a lot of people have that, like, I'm waiting, let's go, we don't have time to waste. But then if we were to look on their side, we would actually see that they're going through a lot. It's kind of like a really good analogy. Here's another school analogy. A really good analogy is somebody who, like, two people are taking a course, two different courses, right? And this person, you're lucky because you get to take the course that only has a midterm and a final. Nothing in between, no homework. I mean, it's up to you to pace yourself, right? But there's no homework, there are no homework assignments, no projects, no reports, nothing like that. Just midterm, grade, and assignment. And final exam. But meanwhile, this person has got homework every week, and they've got all these readings, and then they've got like 2 presentations, and they've got 3 different reports to do, and a book, and then the final and the midterm. So like for them, so much is going on, but we don't see that. Meanwhile, we're hanging out in our course, just like, oh, I'm bored. And then we're expecting to like rendezvous with this person, and we're like, dude, what is going on? We're supposed to meet up, and meanwhile this person's got their hands filled. But every time we walk by their classroom, they don't seem to be doing much. In fact, they always seem to be talking to that chick in the back of the room. Like, what's going on? That's the kind of analogy that I want you guys to think about, okay? And that's why maybe, in a sense, we just have to, if this is your storyline, thank you, God, for taking the time out to explain this to some people, then Spirit is probably saying to have patience. The one thing we all hate, to have patience, and to acknowledge that there's more going on behind the scenes than we know. And that at the end of it, there will be some justification for what's happened, and there will be some kind of support. Yeah, I wanted to say surprise, but Spirit came in with the word support, and some kind of, knowledge after the thought. So, thank you, Spirit. All right, guys, I'm going to pause because I'm having a mini meltdown, and I need to go have a cup of something warm. And I went to get it to, be on the call. You guys know I like my warm beverages. And only to realize that I'm out of it. So I have to run to the store super quickly. Thank God it's right downstairs. All right. Mwah. Be right back. Okay, hi guys. All right, thank you for waiting. So the next message that's coming through is for somebody. It looks like a small family here with at least 3 members. I'm seeing here that there's a chance that the person watching this video may be more of a female energy. I'm seeing that in this marriage, 1, 2, and then there's a child. There's a teenage son that is involved in this mix here. What I'm seeing is that on the one hand, there is where should I go first? Okay, I'm seeing the mother/wife here, and she is starting to suspect that there are some things going on in the marriage. So she's looking behind at this bunny, who signifies the husband, but also there's this sense of watching him and thinking something's not right, having ideas about this person. Meanwhile, she's going about her daily thing, her daily life, whether it is cooking, caring for the family, things like that. But in the background, she's suspecting something's not right with the husband. I'm also seeing that there's a sun here, and this sun is coming across as quite disaffected, very much like a disaffected youth, so to speak. I'm seeing him very distracted. Look at this, guys. I'm seeing this son, lovely, by the way, but very distracted. He may be checked out a little bit. He may not be focusing on his schoolwork. He seems very artistic, a very creative person, but maybe this creativity hasn't been tapped yet. I'm seeing that he has some past lifetimes that are affecting him. They're either starting to affect him, or they have started to affect him already, and that's causing him to check out a little bit. It's causing him to be disconnected to the present moment where he is. Because now, okay, where can I put this? Let's take a look. How do I see that? Because I'm seeing here on this cliff, I'm seeing it's almost like this is a person hanging on to the edge of a cliff. Here's his head, here's his back, there's his hands holding on to the ground while trying not to slip off the side. Now, that's a past lifetime that is coming back to kind of haunt him, but really not to haunt him. It's more about coming back to be healed. So I'm seeing that Spirit is reaching out. So if you're watching this video, it's most likely about your son, and Spirit is reaching out to let you know that you do need to take him in hand for a bit. They are acknowledging that something is a little bit off. They're acknowledging that something's a little bit off with you and this husband. They do show some secrecy, but I haven't looked into that to see what it is, or if it's infidelity or if it's something work related. But what I'm seeing is they're saying you are picking up something going on with your husband, but they're asking you to take a back seat from that concern and focus more on your son for right now, because the son is going through something, and they're saying he may need a little bit more mentoring, or much more mentoring than you are able to provide at this time. It looks like he's going to need to go into some kind of counseling. Amen. Let's bless him and his head and whatever's going on. And they're saying it's more of an emotional issue. They're saying that he's going through, and it could very well be related to this past lifetime, as Spirit is bringing through. And so they're saying that you have a certain role to play in helping, because I'm seeing this same color here. You have a certain role to play in helping this child. I mean, he's a teenager, but I want to say child. He's showing about excuse me, to my sentiments, he seems about 15 or 16, but of course the actual spread could be anywhere, I guess, in the teenage years. Yeah. But they're saying you have a role to play in helping this healing to come about, because he's seeing things that aren't there. Now, as I'm saying seeing things that aren't there, it could possibly be talking about I don't want to go so far as to say something like schizophrenia or something like that, because they're saying that it's emotionally driven. And so that being said, if you can get him into some kind of counseling, so this person can help him to see more of a correct perception of life and of the world, that would be great. Yeah, it may not be something like a mental disorder. It may be something where emotions need to be healed, and until those emotions are healed, he's not going to be seeing the world in a beneficial from a beneficial perspective or perception. It's informed more by the ideas of the world learned through trauma in a past lifetime that may be connected to this person's death or near death. Okay, so I'm seeing that this person either died or had a near-death experience that was very traumatic for them in another lifetime, and it's coming back to haunt them. They may have been a child when that happened. And so there's a sense of arrested development that is going on with this child, with this person in this lifetime. Okay, so yeah, because I'm seeing part of him wants to be that 16-year-old, 17-year-old jock or kid or whatever, or person that's developing as teenagers should. But I'm seeing childlike limbs here. So there's this unhealed part of them, inner child part of them, that was a child that went through this trauma in a past lifetime. I think that you might need to help him through that, so get him into some kind of counseling. Now, interestingly, I'm also seeing a connection with this person being very cybernetic. Can I say that? It's almost like he had some, and I don't know if it's the same lifetime or another lifetime. Remember, timing doesn't matter. You can incarnate in history, past, blah blah blah, off-world. It doesn't matter. But I'm seeing it's almost like flesh meets machine. So maybe there were some limbs that were replaced by machine for this person in another lifetime. That could also be affecting him, whether it's the same lifetime or not. But whatever is going on, he does need some counseling in this lifetime. So Spirit is inviting you, ordering. No, Spirit is asking you to stop thinking about the husband for a second. See the green? Stop thinking about the husband for a second. It's because that's completely taking over your thoughts. And focus instead on the red part, which is more important right now, which is your son. Okay? God bless you. Now, let's see if Spirit wants to... Well, I want to say if Spirit wants to reveal anything about the husband, and I feel there could be things to be gleaned, but I also feel that I'm not going to look into it because I think it would be going in the face of what they just said, which is not to focus on this person. But let me ask Spirit... I know you want to make this person, have this person focus on the son, but is there anything in particular that you want to say about the husband that would still preserve her focus on the son? And we'll see if they have anything to say about that. Yeah, they're saying he's holding on to some secrets. There's some deep-seated secrets or frustrations. I think there's some things he's looking into as well. Yeah, I'm seeing some things here, but I just feel like right now it's important to not think about this husband in so much as thinking about this child, because I don't see that you focusing on the child is going to lead to a divorce or a breakup or anything immediately or anything like that. So I think for right now, let's switch attentions over to this child. As hard as that would be, trust me, I know, we all know on this call that would be hard, but yeah, I'm seeing that when it comes to the relationship between these two, it's almost like, I don't know if they may talk, but I don't know if they're taking full advantage of the connection that could be here. Because I'm seeing this child is wearing clothes, red clothes, and the father has these red, like, socks or red, anklets that would go really complete this child's outfit. So I'm seeing that it's like a connection, there's a relationship there between the father and son, which isn't the case for a lot of fathers and sons out there. And I think that they're not taking advantage of that. I think that the father is... complex. They're saying he's very complex. He's very competitive. He doesn't know when to stop when it comes to certain things. This is somebody who doesn't know when to stop. So I'm seeing it's almost like if your husband is this person. This is a person. See, cute, two eyes, cute. And they're like looking into this bowl, and the rest of us are like, oh, that bowl's done. Like, stop wasting your time on it. But no, they're fixated. There's more to be discovered. They're like a dog with a bone. They're saying that I think this person may have suffered some setbacks at work. And I have to be honest, I feel that this is a work-related issue that is occupying your husband at this time. If there are other secrets, other things going on, sure. But what's coming to mind and what's been floating above his card for this reading is work-related stuff. So there's something, and I think maybe he has garnered some enemies in the workplace, because I'm seeing somebody wants to take this wrench and just... pop him in the back. I'm not saying someone's going to do that, but I'm seeing, and there are people who kind of want a piece of him, and this might be because they're jealous. They also might feel that, yes, they might feel jealousy that this person seems to have like his own star and nobody else does. Everyone's on that side. So it's like, they might be balking at what may appear to them to be favoritism, or they might also balk at his competitiveness, because he does come across, no offense, but he does come across as a little bit on the arrogant side. I don't want to say narcissistic side, because I'm not a therapist, so I can't really diagnose anything like that, but I do feel like he has that kind of, he's got swagger, and when people have swagger and their confidence is through the roof and they don't crack when they don't tell you things like, oh, I'm really nervous about this meeting, they're holding themselves above you in some way. Because if you guys notice, at least in the United States, people tend to bond with each other through shared emotions. Hey, I'm really nervous about this meeting. Yeah, me too, man. That's a bond. But if one person's like, hey, I'm really nervous about this meeting, and another person is like, nah, it's not a big deal, I'm pumped, I'm ready, there's a little bit of a separation there. And I'm not saying it's good or bad, but if you have a mixture of arrogance and you're like a little bit of conceit, and you kind of like walk with your head held high, and people never see you sweat, and you're not, to them, they may read you as being not humble. And I do feel that this person is also maybe not the most humble. And sometimes you know what you're doing, and so you know your job, and that's why you're not, and you're confident, that's why you're not going to play down. And some people may misinterpret that as you being like, you thinking you're better than everybody. And guys, we've all been through high school here, and I mean in the States, maybe a lot of us, we know what the deal is. Anyway, I'm just, whatever it is, there's some stuff going on at work that isn't going too well. He's feeling some pressure here. He might not be getting the support that he needs. He also has tools in the home place. I'm seeing this relationship that he's not engaging with, right? There's the wife, the relationship. These are ideas that could be coming through a shared connection with his wife and other people, other members of the family, but he's holding fast. He's not using those resources. So I'm seeing just a lot going on here, but Spirit is saying to please focus on the child, make sure that the child gets the counseling that is needed, so that these emotional things that are coming up from the past lifetime, at least one past lifetime, does not stop this child's development in this lifetime. It could have thank you, Spirit. Excuse me. I was going to say it could alter the course of this this young man's life, that chart. It could create some kind of change in the course, but also they wanted to say it could create some mental misdirection. There's another word that they said, some mental issues, mental interruptions. So guys, sometimes when our emotions are just too much and they're unhealed, and especially if we don't know, like it's past lifetime stuff, it really can create mental issues in the present for us, okay? So that's what I'm seeing there for that person. Thank you for everyone else who has been patient on the call. We give Spirit leeway and free time to come through and spend as much time with whoever that they need to. So thank you, Spirit, for coming through as well. Let's see who's next. Thank you, Spirit. The next person that they're bringing us to is a young man. This person could be male or female, but I'm really feeling young male energy here. Maybe university age, could be in graduate school. Maybe mid to late 20s, 26, 28, right? Latest 32. Whoever this is a young person, a young man who, really feels like they may be in grad school. They have a certain sense of maturity that places them out of university levels in my mind. I think this person is in grad school, actually. This person is coming across as showing some strain. There's some wear and tear on this person. I'm not seeing major mental disturbances or disruptions, but I'm seeing that if not careful, it could lead to some real depression or some kind of real mental strain. I think this person, I'm seeing them almost getting gray prematurely. It's just a lot of stress. They're going through a lot of strain. I think they're working too hard. They might need to take some time off, get back to basics is what Spirit is saying. They might be working on string theory, so something that's related to the sciences, hard sciences, they're saying. They may be doing something. Guys, listen, a lot of these students in these grad programs, in these sciences, the maths and sciences, we have to be careful, right? A lot of them, all these engineering, a lot of these, stories we hear about someone popping off and shooting up a place at a grad school or hurting other people, they usually tend to be working in these hard sciences. And I'm seeing this person, I don't pick up this person getting violent in any way, but I'm seeing they may turn to pills, or they may be already turning to pills to keep them up, like Ritalin or something, or maybe even to put them to sleep, or there's just too much stress and the way they're dealing with it isn't good. They need better coping mechanisms. So for right now, I think they need to take time off, like just take time off, because I'm seeing this crack here. It's like a mental disturbance crack. It's not all over the place, it's here. So they're the beginnings, they're the burgeonings of that, and they have to be careful. Also, they're showing me what they're eating. Maybe they're on a budget, but they're eating bad food, whether it's ramen, freeze dried. I'm seeing that, that looks like little ramen stuff. They're eating stuff that doesn't agree with their body. They might have a mild allergy to salt. Okay, so there's something they might be having too much salt in their diet, and it might be affecting them. Yeah, and I'm just seeing something going on in the cerebral area, maybe in the cerebrum. So that I know, like, can I be more specific? I don't know. I'm just using the words there. That's what Spirit is saying. But yeah, so guys, if we can send some love to this person. I don't know if this person reaches out to too many people, but I feel like there is someone on this call, maybe a motherly figure or mother, who may be their one source of sustenance or nurturing, or someone to bounce ideas off of. Yeah, this person seems a little bit isolated, so we want to catch them before they get into some territory that is not good, because I'm seeing them, maybe I don't want them to go, I don't want to say insane, but I don't want them to get to that place, because I'm seeing this card wanting to come in, and I'm seeing this as somebody who's just kind of not seeing the world right. There's instability, mental stuff is going to start to develop for this person if they're not careful. This combination of the diet, this person not having people in their life they can count on, they can connect to just to have a good laugh, whatever. They're working too much on string theory, I'm guessing, on light. I wanted to say something related to light. They might be working on some thesis or something, some research related to light or something like that. And Spirit is saying they're looking at the wrong light. All right. And so in the sense that could mean that, yes, we love that you're focusing on light, but what about spiritually? What about taking care of your light? Things like that. Yeah, they might also be keeping some odd hours, like maybe odd hours. I want to say, I almost said in the studio, but maybe in the lab or wherever they are, like maybe till 3 a.m. and they're using artificial light. They're in there. They're just probably looking, washed out and pale, all sorts of stuff. So whoever this is, microwaves, there's something related to microwaves as well. So I don't know if it's that they just keep eating microwave food, which is gross and not good, guys. Stop doing that. Or if it's that, and please, no. Anyway, and also, or if they're in a space where there are a lot of microwaves because of the research that's going on, or just exposure to that. But I feel that somebody has to step in. This person needs to take a break. Now, if this person is the one listening, thank God. Listen, you need to take a break, because what I'm seeing for you down the line is not looking good. I'm seeing now there's no hair there. You're older, you're not developed in a well-rounded way. You might have some mental instability, issues with clarity, distortion of your field, your energy field, all sorts of stuff, and it could create situations to be balanced in future lifetime. So in other words, that's a karmic situation you might be creating for yourself later. All right, so take some time out. You still have a chance to balance things out. Take some time out and balance, because I'm seeing this brown color or this orange color already creeping into this photo here. So you do need to take some time out, Spirit is saying. All right, thank you, Spirit, for coming through with that message. Amen. I'm seeing you. Oh, the person's asking now. I'm seeing this person ask, how can I do that? I have way too many things to do. Now, ask yourself this. Here's your answer. What if, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but what if you got hit by a truck tomorrow? Wouldn't that put everything to a stop? Wouldn't your teachers have to accept that? So you have to get to a place where you see yourself as important enough to say, I am going to have to bow out of this research. Be honest. Let people know, you know what? I'm just not feeling well. I don't think I can give myself to this for right now. I need a leave of absence. No one's saying you can't come back and do this. but you do have to take time out. Now, that being said, I'm seeing that there are other skills that you may be directed to, that I'm seeing this card, success, progress, success and progress. I think they're going to be opening you up in the interim while you're stepping away from these hard sciences and this school and whatnot. They're going to be opening you up to different things that are going to soothe you, that are going to bring the necessary energy into your energy field to create that balance and to heal that fluctuation that's going on and all that stuff, just clearing it out. I think it's going to be in I want to say the Sound of Music. It's going to be related to music. Okay, you might actually see that video somewhere. That's going to be your confirmation. But I feel like they might introduce you to piano, or there might be somebody. Yeah, I'm hearing you say, that's right. Because on the other side, you're quite adept at piano. I don't know what your leanings are in this lifetime, if you've ever tickled the ivories in any way. But definitely it's not something new that's new to your soul. So they're bringing that into your life. So you can play keyboards. They're saying you can jam out with friends. Unsuspected neighbors, may want to... may want to give you a jump. Okay, interesting words. So there may be some neighbors, somebody that you live close by, who may actually be attracted to you. You're not seeing all this world because you're too focused here. There are people who like you. There are people who are interested in you. I think you might meet somebody through this piano connection. I'm seeing keyboards, some kind of keyboard situation. You might meet a young woman who's a fellow keyboard enthusiast, or she might work. No, I don't think she works at a music store, but she might be into music in that way. I'm seeing her being a little quirky. I think it's exactly what you need. You'll just need that. She's like a ball of sunlight. She's just quirky enough to kind of bring that into your life. I think that would be awesome. Didn't I give a reading that was similar to this? Where there was this guy who was going to meet, the guy with the record play. I read something, there was a guy who was on the call, and his angels and guides came through, and they're encouraging him to get into records, like vinyl, because it's something he likes, but he would be concerned that it's like, but that's a different story, by the way. I'm not saying it's the same thing, but it just reminded me. In that case, I don't think that romance was going to last. It was more like about, bringing out passions and stuff and having a connection and opening doors together and going through those doors together. But here I feel there's going to be a connection. And I think when you come back, if you so decide to, God bless, when you come back to this graduate school, this experience, even though I'm seeing a lot of scarring from it, you might be a little bit more traumatized around school than you might choose not to come back to school, and it'll be fine because you wouldn't care. Or if you do, that'll be fine. But if you decide to come back to school and not move, because I see you might move, then you will be much more grounded and balanced because of this person that's going to be coming into your life through this piano/music connection. Now, there's going to be a chance for you to move. You might end up moving somewhere to like Colorado or something. It's going to be a choice you can make. That's if you decide to move. All right. But if you do decide to move, you won't be doing this schooling thing anymore. And you know what? It's not going to be that big of a deal. I just literally pulled these cards like this. Whoops. And it's the, it's the only card that was upside down. See, I was going to say, why is it upside down? It's the card that says, it's a 3 of Pentacles, which is about working on stuff. It was in the reverse, so not working on school anymore. But I think you won't miss it. You won't miss it at all. You'll realize that you kind of went down a path that was just, it's stressful. But it's your choice, all right? Now, I'm going back to this idea of a priest. Because as I was looking, we're moving on to another story, I believe. I kept getting the word acolyte. And just to confirm, I looked it up. And it says, an acolyte is a person assisting a priest in a religious service or procession. Yeah, and so I just saw the word priest here. Spirit just told me, and it also just happens to be here. So there's a message coming through for a priest. I almost said a pierced. Okay, so they're saying to this priest, they're saying you are a walking disaster in action. Wow. Okay. What is going on here? Put my tea down, but I can't. I need to sip it. Hold on. Okay. you're walking disaster waiting to happen as well. And I'm seeing this priest as being depicted here on this horse, but not in a good way. What is going on? And I know there might be a few of you who may refer to yourselves as priests, whether in a witchy way and a religious way and in whatever way. So this clearly is not for all of you. This is for one person in particular. What's going on? I'm seeing you abusing your power. And if the priest himself is not watching, then someone here is watching, and it's about a priest in your midst. Could be religious, doesn't have to be. This person is abusing their power. Yeah, I'm seeing them giving, so like in this card, I'm seeing this guy who should be giving good stuff to this elderly person, giving this elderly person some fake pills, but saying it's going to heal them, heal their hips, all sorts of stuff. I'm just seeing some real misguided nature here. This isn't good. So it's one thing to be misguided and move throughout your life in a misguided way, but it's another thing to misguide others. That carries some real karmic costs, I think. Now, especially to knowingly misguide them. Good God. Now, I'm feeling that people who come to this person walk away feeling like this person may have done them good, so no one is really suspecting, but I'm seeing here that that's not the case. Like, this person's not doing them well. Look, these people, their faces look fine. They're like, oh, they're talking. These two people on the side to the right. They're chatting. They just received their pills or whatever it is that they're getting from this priest. But they don't realize they're walking away, but they're not actually improving themselves. Look at that. They're still threadbare, but in their mind, they believe they've received something of value, and which doesn't necessarily make it the case. Yeah, I'm seeing some police action, but it's in the reversed, so they may not be ready to act. There's some people who are policing this. See, this looks like a little constable, like a detective and all his constables, and so they've been watching. Somebody in authority has been watching, and they have they've decided not to move as yet. They haven't moved yet to move in on this person, but this isn't. Yeah, this is. I doubt this priest is watching this show, but I think this is a show now. First it was a call, now it's a show. Now, see this lady? I feel that this lady is the person who may be watching this video, this, whatever this is. And so I feel that you, how can I put this? It's almost that, I don't even know, I feel that you might turn this person away, you might turn this person down, you might say no to them. There's something where they're walking away, or maybe you might warn them about something and they're walking away from this lifestyle or whatnot. But this priest, or you might be a guardian of some sort, helping to guard, because as I'm seeing here, yeah, this is you on the right side looking at this person, this priest. This pierced, they said. He's not even a real priest, they're saying. They're pierced. See, you're looking and you don't like what you're seeing. And I think you don't trust this person. I think that you're divinely protected, though. You see how this 9 card, but you see the I and X, it's almost like God. And this one stick falls right down the middle. You're protected. This person's not going to be able to hurt you or harm you. And I don't think that's their intention. But you're seeing this and Spirit is leading you. You're like this little detective even. If this isn't, yeah, I feel like this signifies police, I do feel, but you also are doing your thing, and to the point that you might confront this person, like, I don't like what you're doing, you need to stop, and see, that's you. Wow, more power to you. And this person might actually give up the gig, and they may walk off. They're a charlatan, I think. They're a charlatan. And Spirit is saying, though, that despite their charlatan ways, people have been served by them in many ways, so their good and bad deeds will be balanced out and parsed out. Excuse me. And remember, when we say bad deeds, I don't even know if bad is the word we can say, miscreations, misdirections of energy, because some of their quote unquote bad deeds were designed to help people grow, but some maybe were free will choice and they chose to mislead. Those are going to be misdirections of energy. That's them doing their thing. They're acting out of, consort with what needs to be done. Those will have to be atoned for, that people will be getting value, because it's a lesson learned for a lot of people about giving their power away. Not only giving their power away, but not monitoring when that power, or the effects of that power. Okay? So thank you, Spirit, for that story. Now, I'm seeing Spirit pull out the single card. Uh-oh. Yeah, everyone's like, is that me? Me. It's everybody. No. Let's put these cards back first. Oopsies. Yeah, I'm just going to make this one a super daily reading where it's just mostly personal reads for people. Okay. Which I actually really love. I love doing personal reads. When the energy's flowing. Let me say that way. Okay. Now, what do you want to say with this card? Because it's a single person card, but, my intuition can talk about anything with these, so I'm getting a spaceship feeling again from this. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Got it. Thanks. So, okay. In this storyline, what I'm getting is, this could be literal or figurative, but I'm seeing that somebody was sent away on a mission. It could be religious, could be whatever, but it feels very space-like. So it could be anything. You can think of it as a starseed situation, somebody living here amongst us humans with, in a human body, but they've forgotten their mission, whatever. It could be someone who went away on a religious mission to proselytize. I know that has a negative word and sometimes there's a reason for that, but anyway, to proselytize, but they've kind of gone off course. It could mean anything, but what I'm seeing here is distraction. You were sent to do something, to live amongst a group of people, or to do things with other people, but you're not from those people, you're not of those people. But what happened, I'm seeing, is that you started to get kind of caught up in the daily life. You look at the glove, you're not even taking precautions anymore. She's not wearing her gloves as she deals with these gardens. So it's kind of like she's just blending in. Now she's getting lost in the harvesting and along with the people, and she's getting tied in. So this is speaking to me of an opportunity lost, because there's too much of not lollygagging, but you're getting too deep. Just like as someone who's an undercover agent, the idea is don't get too deep. Excuse me, don't develop friendships, don't do this, because you have to remember you're not who people think you are, in a sense. Like, you're not there to do that. You're there to observe, you're there to administer, you're there to whatever. And it's falling right on top of this adventure card. So this is telling me that it's definitely for someone who's not in their home environment. So you may be a missionary of some kind, you may be somewhere on another continent or doing something, but Spirit is kind of coming in to say you need to get back to work. All right, you need to get back to work. So if you're thinking about getting married to someone from the local area, for example, they're advising against that, because that's not your job, they're saying. I know it sucks, right? But they're showing that it wouldn't work out anyway. I think it'll take you too far off your mission. And when we're too far off of our mission, guys, we start to get depressed. We get depressed in life. That's what those midlife crises are, all these sorts of things, because we're too far off. And so what feels good today, you fall in love with somebody that you're working with while you're abroad, while you're away or whatnot, and then you start to have these feelings, how about we settle down? And you're not supposed to. And they're saying here that it's for right now, like they're saying it's only a matter of time. It hasn't come the time yet, but it's only a matter of time where this will come to pass, where you're going to have to leave. And you don't want to leave. You don't want to get too settled in somewhere, because you're just going to have to dig yourself back out again in order to get on with the life that you have planned. And this thing is going to be a feather in your cap one day. And do you want it to be a heavy feather where you're depressed and all of this, or do you want to just kind of not go there? So you'll know who this is for because it's very specific. Okay, so for some of you, you guys, you may be going through some new story. Some of you may be going through some real trials and tribulations, understandably, especially recently with the new moon, a lot of transitions, a lot of cycles, cycles starting, old cycles ending, transitions of all sorts, all kinds of things are happening. Now, I'm seeing that Spirit is blessing you. They're saying this is all in the name of progress. So you are actually progressing. So I'm seeing this angel blowing all of these things towards us. And so she is the agent of change, but yet she has so much compassion, because I'm also seeing her weep for the effects that this divine wind that she's blowing towards us is having on us. Oh my God, how poetic. The Spirit is so good. Guys, that's such a nice imagery, right? Now, that being said, she's giving us a kind of a heads up, because I do feel she's saying the best is yet to come, but it's almost like the worst is yet to come. Like, God, can we get a break? We, meaning me too. I'm a simple person. I just want to do readings, play video games, maybe go to work, have a lot of hot beverages. I'm not trying to do too much, God. I'm not asking for much. But apparently we're getting much. So take a look at this. See that body of that celestial body behind her? Now look at these same color things. She's about to blow the out of that and bring it right into your energy field. So if you think you've been going through some rough times recently, she's like, I'm seeing her doing this, sorry. She's like, I'm sorry. And kind of smiling. She's like, I'm just doing my job. She's sending this divine wind, and she's going to give us another hefty blow. She's saying it's going to be the last big one, though. The rest will be little baby sputters. There is one more coming, and it's going to be pretty big. So see, it's like, and it really sends you, it really gets you on a mental level. It's healing. See how the gold, the mental there, and then the green healing around it? It might cause some of you some alarm. Oh, it looks kind of like this. It's cute, right? The green and the yellow. Anyway, it might cause some of you some alarm. You might be like, oh my God, I'm having these splitting headaches, or oh my God, am I going nuts? Oh my gosh, where's my intuition? Some of you might feel like you've lost your intuition for a bit, like you've lost your bearings. And guys, I'll definitely let you know if that happens to me. So it's just about this thing needing to come in and take root. And it's new energies. Thank you, Spirit. She's saying that it looks like it's something like negative, but it's just higher vibration energy coming in, being blown into you. And it seems like a foreign entity because you haven't acclimated to it as yet. And so you're going to be raising your frequency to match that. But when that energy comes in, it might feel like a little bit of an assault. Your body might register it as an intruder, like, oh my gosh, my mind I'm going crazy, where's my intuition, I'm all off, I'm crying all the time, I'm this and that, I'm like, I'm saying stupid shit all the time, and like all sorts of craziness, like where did that come from? These emotions are escaping from me, I don't know what to do. Well, I'll tell you what to do. Don't make any big decisions for the next, I don't know, however long. It could be up to 3 months for some of you, but it doesn't need to be. It's all about how long it takes these new genetic energies to ground within your energy field. So I would ask my spirit guides, if I were you, spirit guides, left, right, take a look on your left and right. They're sitting right there. They're listening to the reading. Ask them, like, guys, can you guys please help me to ground these energies? I'm hearing the words acolyte. They're like, we'll be your acolytes. Just as he popped up just in the background, like, we'll be your acolytes. We'll help this priest to bring energy into your field and help you to soothe. So a lot of you keep wanting ascension energies, right? And what do you think they are? These are initiations, and this is what's coming in for you. Now, it might, again, cause some cosmic disturbance for you on some level, but once things start to balance out, it'll be fine. I'm hearing the words Kundalini awakening, so maybe for some of you it might be just this Kundalini awakening that we all hear about that can be quite disruptive. But Either way, guess what? Check this out. Yeah, that's him. That's you. After these energies have a chance to settle into your field and and integrate, that's the word, you're gonna be fine. Look at these things. They look like DNA strands, right? So this is, you're on the right path. Look at this energy tamed now as this beautiful energy here in this person's hand. Now they're being love. They are vibrating with love. Their heart is ablaze, right? Now check this out. This yellow energy, this mental stuff that was going on the mental field, now it's in, look, it's part of you. Now you're kind of yellow, right? So you're going to be integrating with some stuff. I do see that the shadow energies that you have will be less, obviously, but there might be still some more shadow stuff to work out. I'm seeing you sitting on them, but even those are tamed. They're put neatly away into a box. When they're ready to be parsed through, they'll be retrieved. So I'm just seeing, like, this is amazing, but it does speak of some tumultuous times coming up for some of you. I think the longest I'm seeing is 3 months, but remember, it doesn't have to be that long. Hopefully, you know, I don't know, you can ask Spirit for a payment plan. No, I'm kidding. You can ask Spirit to help you administer it, you know, over time in a manageable way. So just, this is your initiation experience. So work with God on how to receive that. Okay. Wow, that's exciting. Some cards just flipped over by mistake. First card that drew my attention. Tower card. Alright, we saw a tower here with this person as well. The young boy in school, right? I'm seeing this could feel like some tower moments as well. There might be some tower moments throughout this for a few of you on this call. And guys, we've had many towers. We've never died. Although we do feel like it sometimes. Maybe we are ghosts and we didn't realize it. Right? Spirit is saying that the tower moments, thanks Spirit. Spirit is saying that these tower moments happen when we are hoarding our progress, when we're not allowing progress to take place, right? And we see this is actually the card of hoarding. It's like it needs to come out. And so what happens is we got to break it off, they're saying, so that it can come out. And they're saying once that happens and things can flow, look how much better, it says refinement too, look how much better this flow is as opposed to hoarding stuff. This is why tower moments come in, because you know what it should be looking like, they said? Should be looking like this. A clear road of advancement, of exploration, exploring in this life, neither blocking nor chasing after things. But let's be real, we do live in a world where we want things, things that aren't for us. And so tower moments have to come in to clear the way and pave the way and heal the way so that it can get to a place like this. And so that's what they're saying for the tower moments. So they don't want you to hate yourself. They don't want you to hate other people as much as that can be said. But they are acknowledging that a lot of times these tower moments come in through deceptive actions, or through what we would consider deceptive actions. But they're saying that more often than not, there are warning signs placed there for you before you get involved in those things. Whether you see it or not, could be a testament to how your perceptions are shaped at that time, right? Because just because you didn't notice that door right there doesn't mean the door isn't there. It means that there's something in the way that you're viewing your environment that isn't conducive to you seeing all of your options. Ooh, I just checked the time and it said 57 minutes and 57 seconds. Now, notice this card. They're saying there's going to be a new beginning. So they're bringing this idea again here. Initiation, this card, straight up. I do feel that there's going to be some initiation going on for a lot of you. Where did those cards just go? It kind of looks like this. And I think that's what they're trying to say. When you are hoarding and you're not moving, you know, they have to bring in tower moments to get the flow going. But what happens is that when that new energy, once that path is cleared and this new energy can come in, I'm hearing the words January for somebody. It's like, look at this. It's refinement, it's initiation, it's much easier. So that's why they say before initiations often comes the dark night of the soul. What about January? They're saying mistakes have been made. But what does that have to do with January? Maybe in January they're saying you can choose to see it as a new beginning, a bright new beginning. They're saying for some of you a frightful new beginning. They're saying some of you will no longer be with your partners. Some of you will be out of your homes. Some of you will be traveling. Some of you will be in new destinations altogether. They're saying that there will be newness for a lot of you. They're saying, but you mustn't be afraid of the dark, because the dark is what accompanies us, even in the light at times. I know it's like, but wait, what are you talking about? But if you notice, if you stand in the light, it can cast a shadow behind you. So it depends on the light source and the angle. So sometimes you're walking right with the dark, and they're saying you have to make sense of the dark. You like this. I'm seeing this Queen of Cups looking in this cup, and she's like, dude, what the hell is this? Like, so she's seeing her shadow, she's doing her thing, and on the right she's taking time out to visit the origins of those shadows, past life readings, meditations, thinking, reflecting, and she's taking time to make peace with those. So this is a message that excuse me, they're saying that your January would be well served if you were to use the time now and in the next month to really work through a lot of these things. Shadow readings, you can get shadow readings done. I do offer that, of course. Others do as well. You can do meditation practices. Some of you, I see, you can even talk to your family members. Maybe they can inform you about your character as a child, all sorts of stuff to help you kind of move through and really get on the same page with yourself. But it's all about clearing up and clearing out. And I really feel that we're going to be able to do this. This initiation energy might be a little gnarly to use that word, but once it gets settled, oh my God, it will just be so much better. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this call right now, and I'm going to say thank you to God, because I'm always like, I wish I could do more and more and more, but it's just so long, and I don't want people to sit through and then be listening only to other people's readings, and but see, I like to just listen, so to me, I like to listen to other people's situations too. So I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm going to do this on my side. If you'd like a personal reading, please do reach out to me. If you'd like to donate, definitely, that would always be interested. You can hook your girl up, me. All that information's in the box below. But either way, I'm going to be connecting with those of you who have just recently ordered readings. Thank you so much. I'll be reaching out to you. I'm a little bit behind in my email responses and my comments as well. Also, I'm going to be doing the monthly readings. I've already posted Aries. Whoop whoop. Sorry, I'm an Aries. Got to represent. I've already posted Aries, but I'll be working on the next few over the next week. Okay, just give me some patience, and please enjoy your life. Yeah. Mwah. Bye. Love you guys.